the scouting of Soto, there's got to be some sort of intangible where you have a guy who does a midnight batting session after Game 3 of the Cardinals game. Like, there's an internal drive there to be great.
I think he's special.
Right.
He's just one of these guys that comes around every 20, 30 years. He's just gonna be a special player, and he's gotten better defensively, by the way, from last year to this year.
I don't know how you guys feel.
He worked a lot in the offseason and in the spring on his.
You're talking about Soto, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but they jock Robles in center. He looks like it's just.
Sometimes he does.
The throw to first base, by the way.
Well, throw to first base is crazy.
What is
no,
he
but
doing?
the way he tracks the ball, he just looks very uneasy out there to me.
Yeah.
I actually don't trust him. I'd rather have Michael Taylor out there tracking balls.
Yeah, but I want Robles out there with his stick. I like his
guess.
stick.
And his speed.
I guess.
His speed, yeah.
But the way he like
seems to get on
the ball,
base.
he looks very
He just gets
unsteady.
I know. Sometimes he does. Now, it might be the ballpark there, too. Houston might be kind of a different one, especially
Was it
when they
like
close
windy
the roof.
or something? It's close. I don't understand.
Why don't they open the ballpark? It was like perfect. It was like perfect weather in Houston yesterday.
But why does he tracking it like it's like he doesn't quite know where it's going to go? The way he tracks it is weird.
Like I'm saying, maybe last night's because they closed the roof, it was different.
Maybe he was having a hard time seeing it.
But the play where he dove and it was 5 feet in front of the ball and didn't have to dive.
Well, that was also bad fundamentally. You don't dive that way with your glove up like that.
Yeah, he just misplayed it.
I almost thought he tripped, but it didn't look like it in the replay that he tripped.
He could have slid on his, he could have slid like he was
butchered
sliding in the second.
Butchered it.
Yeah.
Let's go to Kathy in Glendale. Kathy, what's up? You're on with the Junks.
Oh, good morning. I'm so excited.
Right?
This is wonderful. I'm so excited about the city having this. And one thing I keep thinking about, yesterday I was in D.C. and I met 3 people. One was a 90-year-old man telling me he's been to Griffith Stadium when he was a boy. Mr. Griffith used to let him go in and watch ball games.
Wow.
He had buddies for free and tears in his eyes. I mean, I'm just seeing the history here and the enthusiasm of the young people. But one thing I want to say is let's all of us fans encourage people to wear their curly W's out there, because all day yesterday in D.C. I saw only 2 people.
Really?
Is that right?
Curly W. Yeah, and I thought, let's go, guys. Come on, let's get it.
Were you out later? So I took Metro down, I Ubered back. When I took Metro down, I saw a lot of people with their Nats gear on.
There was a lot of
this
guys. Astros guy for a while. See him?
Nope.
He was the guy. There was one guy he was a big Junkies listener. I believe he was wearing a Soto jersey. Tall guy.
Yeah.
He was holding the pitcher of beer. I remember after Zimmerman's home run, he started pouring into his boys, but he kept saying that the Astros guy was his mentee. So he like worked underneath him.
Gotcha.
But he bounced in like the 3rd inning.
Does anybody use that term, a mentee?
That guy used it a lot last night.
I've never heard that term ever.
Let's go to BJ in D.C. BJ, what's up? You're on with the Junks.
What's going on, DJ, man? What's going on, Junks? How y'all doing, man?
What's up, man?
Hey, man, one thing I loved about that game, man, it wasn't just the big hits, man. What we did was small ball. The base running that we did, man, in critical times, man, it was absolutely magical, man. Just we did everything right, on 2-out plays. That hit when we ran from first all the way to home on that to get an extra score, man, we needed it. But, man, let me tell you, Rainey aged me by like 8 years last night, because I was scared to freaking death that he was going to go ahead and give it up on us, man. Yeah. I mean, good gracious. I mean, and then even Max was off, but he fought through it. I guess because they were a little bit high-strung in tension on this one, because of the stage that we were on, but we were a little off yesterday on our pitching, and I noticed that. Except for Doolittle. Doolittle was on the money. Doolittle was on the money, but everybody else was just a touch off. But, man,
but they
Soto,
got through it. But they got through it.
I just think Max was extra careful. I mean, it's a really good lineup. He was extra careful.
He was extra careful, but I don't think he just didn't have his best stuff. He just definitely didn't.
He was going hard.
I agree. Soto was a rock star, man. I mean, hey, Bryce, who? We don't care. Keep watching us, Bryce. I'm glad you left. We're in the daggone World Series, and we're going to bring this thing back home. Now, I want to go, but I ain't paying a stack for them daggone tickets, though. I'm not paying a stack for the tickets. I want to go, but I'm not paying a stack for them tickets.
All right,
thank you,
BJ.
Dude, somebody said, I think we talked about it on the air, that the Delta Club tickets are going for like $20K. I mean, it's just unbelievable. I mean, if I had one of those tickets, I'm so selling that thing.
Wasn't that what Charlie told us yesterday?
Yeah, but he can't sell his.
Right.
They
you can't
track
cash
it.
in.
He'd lose his job over it.
Right.
But, oh, man.
It would be tempting.
636-1067 is the number. 800-636-1067. How are you feeling after the Game 1 win? Are you still nervous? Are you starting to feel a little confident? I mean, they've won 19 of their last 22 games.
I just don't know how there was no sign of rust. I'm stunned by it. It blew me away.
I heard Doolittle Paulson on the field after the game said a lot of the old guys, they really enjoyed the time off. They needed it.
Oh, I'm sure they did.
Yeah. Let's go to Brian in Fairfax. Brian, what's up, man? You're on with the Junks.
Hey, fellas.
What's up?
I was just calling to say, we were talking about Scherzer grinding it out last night. I think he's the real story here. Everyone's talking about the May 23rd, 24th date when we've had the best record in baseball since then. But I think, about a month after that, we had strung together a couple wins, and then we hear reports about Scherzer breaking his nose in batting practice, and he goes out and pitches that black eye game. We sweep the Phillies in that series, and really hold the momentum together going into the All-Star break. And I think that that could have been the kind of momentum killing injury to our ace that could have really killed the season.
Yeah, I mean that was in batting practice when he was trying to lay down a bunt, practicing bunting, got hit in the eye, and then. Yeah,
well, was he trying to hit the pitching coach or wacky? I thought he was.
I thought he was trying to lay down a bunt.
He was, but I think he was kind of horsing around.
Oh, was he?
I think he was.
They should just quit trying to bunt.
Who had the fly-out bunt? Adam Eaton.
was so bad at bunting.
Well,
gross.
that's a play where you got to get him to third. You know what I mean? We talk about manufacturing runs.
That was no bueno.
No.
Well, it looked like he was just trying to bunt for a hit.
I would imagine, though, it's got to be tough bunting 99-mile-per-hour heaters
I would assume.
or curveballs. By the way, here's Davey Martinez after the game. Everybody thought Garrett Cole was invincible, hadn't lost since May 22nd, and only given up one run in the preseason. They had a game plan. Here's what Davey Martinez said after the game about their game plan against Cole.
Garrett Cole hasn't lost a start since May 22nd.
He's really good.
Did you expect, honestly, to be able to pull this out, given that it's been 5 months since he's lost a start?
Hey, look, as I said, he's really good. I never doubt our guys, ever. They come out to play. We have a game plan. They stick with it. Sometimes things don't go well, but I believe in those guys in there every single day, and they're going to come out and play and not give up to the last out.
If I had $1 for every time Davey said, I believe in those guys this year.
Well, he does.
I'd be a millionaire.